the way the media is shilling for Doctor Who right now, it shows exactly how far it's just a show of identity politics and nothing else. It's really, really sad to watch. They don't care about quality writing. They don't care about likable characters. In fact, they've made it so the Doctor is no longer the hero. He's some a-hole who's, I guess, not doing things with her consent. And it's painful to watch. And trying to sweep for this is ridiculous, but this is what the media does. They want these shows like this. They want it to continue like this. You got to remember, it was about a month ago that they had an article out saying that, Doctor Who is woke, and that's a good thing, right? Woke Doctor Who. Is it? I remember that. Oh, here it is. Doctor Who needs to be woke. There's a reason every sci-fi fan should agree, right? This is what they truly believe. They don't care if it loses, all of its audience. In fact, they loathe the audience. It's very clear that, with this last episode, that they hate the audience. The entire premise of the Robot Revolution season premiere that they just did was anti-Doctor Who audience, anti-core Doctor Who audience, and they want to get this modern audience that doesn't exist. It's a magical audience out there. We'll get into these articles shilling for Doctor Who in just a moment. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Join us as we talk about all things science fiction. Thank you for being here, my friends. And I'm a science fiction writer myself. If you like what classic Doctor Who was, I think you'll really enjoy The Stars Entwined, my Arishan War series right here. It's a space opera and it stars a Earth spy who embeds himself on an alien starship, bringing back information to home. A big war erupts. It builds huge over three books. I'm a comic writer too, so I talk like that. And it's really a lot of fun. So check it out, guys. It's available on ebook, print, and audio in the description, and there's a full trilogy for you to just get immersed in and enjoy yourself. I'm writing a bunch of new books right now. There's going to be a great year for fans of the program here. Thank you guys for being real great science fiction fans. I like you guys. Unlike these people who don't like you, I try to appeal to you. That's what you do as a writer, right? You try to craft a good story, and then people will like it. That's the whole deal. So this is it. Belinda Chandra is not your usual Doctor Who companion, as they say, because she's insufferable and she's unlikable, and her whole point is she hates the Doctor because he's a man, and that's what it comes down to, and she don't need no man. And so this is it. The Doctor is a mysterious alien with all the keys to time and space. Companion is an eager adventurer, ready to be whisked away of a life of glorious discovery and thrilling peril. So naturally, this is the formula for the show. This is exactly what Doctor Who's all about, and because of this, they want to subvert it, right? That's exactly what they do. The Doctor is now no longer a mysterious alien with the keys to time and space. He is just this haphazard, emasculated traveler who cries every episode. And the companion is like this really smart person who really understands time and space, even though she's just a modern person on Earth. And she is very, very mad about getting whisked away. And that's what they've got now. So Russell T Davies likes it. He says it's expanding the emotional range. You see this. It's changing the premise of the show. That's really what it is all about, every step of the way, right? And so she's kidnapped by robots, wrapped up in the alien revolution. That's the whole deal here. And here's what Russell T Davies has to say. I think Belinda simply has an awful lot of common sense. You see this? She has common sense, and the Doctor doesn't. That's why she's older than Ruby. I wanted to extend the range of the show. Remember, before this, last year, they kept saying that they wanted to capture the youth. Now they're going to do something different, right? Because it wasn't working, I guess, except for this was all recorded in advance, so I don't think they had a plan whatsoever. I think Millie Gibson just exited the show because she knew it was going to be a train wreck, and so they just had to quickly come up with a new solution, and they came up with a bad solution, changing it to add more diversity intentionally, changing it to add more feminism intentionally. This is exactly what he's trying to do. When you extend the range of the Doctor as well, which is always crucial. So it's great to swing the program around, say, what if you're not so enchanted? What if you're Belinda? What if Belinda is right? Looking at this man sort of saying, you live a mad life and a dangerous life. I think Belinda's right, he said. So remember, now the Doctor is no longer a hero. That's what this turnaround does, guys. The Doctor is now mad and dangerous. This is the subversion of the Doctor. That's the entire intention of this. He thinks Belinda is right that the Doctor is not a heroic character. Now, this flies in the face of all of Doctor Who history. It stops having a reason to watch the show, because if the main character, the Doctor, is not a hero, if he's not a person who's opening up the keys to the universe and doing something magical and spectacular, what purpose is there to watch a show called Doctor Who? Why aren't we watching a show called Belinda? Belinda Who, right? And I think the more you acknowledge that, the more you open the emotional range of the show, the more people can join in. Well, it's less people joining in so far, as we found out yesterday. Lowest rated in history. Absolutely crazy. Must be people sitting at home, that man's mad. I wouldn't join up with him. I'd like to think I'd be Ruby Sunday. I suspect I'd actually be Belinda Chandra going, get me home right now. Okay, well, that's not a very good premise for a show. You've ruined the sense of wonder. If it's get me home right now, if it's not fun, if it's not an adventure, there's really no reason to have this show, right? And that's the problem with subverting all these tropes every single time. And this is a similar thing to Marvel Comics. You have all these characters that they've done at this point to subvert, and so they make, Black Spider-Man, gay Spider-Man, woman Spider-Man, Spider-Boy, Spider-Girl, all the spiders. Mary Jane, his wife, is now a superhero. It's like, well, if everybody's a superhero, nobody's special, and nothing's interesting about that, right? And so that's the problem that you have going on with Marvel Comics, is they've tried to subvert it with so many identity politics things so many times that it doesn't work anymore. And this is exactly what they're doing with Doctor Who, except for, obviously not in the same way of Marvel, but in a different way. They're trying to push this. So, yes, this is what they say the Doctor dynamic is. It's really, really interesting. Puts friction in that enriched evolution of their whole relationship. There was this equal push element back to the Doctor. The Doctor saying, no, come on this adventure. She's like, no, I have my adventure. I want to go back to mine, not yours. So at that point, it ceases being the Doctor's show again. It becomes her show. And that's what they've done here. They've flipped the script on this. And it's easy to do because they've set up Gatwa for a year as this crying, pointless Doctor who doesn't do anything at this point, who's not useful. He doesn't solve the problems. He's been emasculated completely. And this is just the next step in that emasculation, in the push to abject, crazy feminism. Absolutely crazy that they're going this direction, and this is what they're trying to do. So, yes, power, I feel, says Gatwa, they're real equals, right? Oh my gosh, really wild stuff that they're doing this. And then you look at the reviews that they got going. This is coming from The Independent here. They call it a triumph, defies the naysayers. Yeah, because this entire episode was an anti-fan episode. And yet, despite the fact that it's, quote, a triumph, it's only 4 out of 5 stars. They couldn't give it 5 stars because the dialogue was so cringy, is what it comes down to. So absolutely crazy, because this is admission by the media that this is all about defying the fans of Doctor Who. This is all about defying what Doctor Who is, and they are trying to push for this, trying to say it's really, really good here, when obviously it's not. The incel type from Belinda's past. The bombshell is expertly delivered. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, it was not subtle whatsoever. I mean, they literally hit you over the head of it. Though you wonder if Davies isn't insulting half of his audience by putting a negative slant on the cliche of bedroom-bound geek obsessed with video games. Oh, totally his. It's more than half the audience, too. It's almost all of the audience. Nobody is tuning into this because they were insulted. You've been made the villain, literally, in a Doctor Who episode now. This entire episode was about saying you are not worthy to be enjoying this show. It's so insufferable and so egomaniacal. Russell T Davies has to be completely out of his mind, really, on this point. And so this is what they're doing, and this is what the media is doing. They're gleeful about all of this, right? They're cheering it on. They're sweeping for it. They're saying it's a triumph. They're saying this is great, and that's a good thing, that she's an insufferable, awful character. That's replaced Millie Gibson here. And, it's getting more woke, and that's a good thing. Everybody should want that. Why doesn't everybody want that? And that's exactly what the actress said, Verada Sethu, the other day as well. When she was asked, she said that people are calling it Dr. Woke, and she says she takes that as a compliment because, that means it's progressive, and that's what they want. It's all about the politics with these people. It's not about creating a good program, and that's exactly why it's going to fail even harder as these new episodes go on. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Please hit the like and subscribe button. I think this is the very end of Doctor Who, at least for a while. We'll see what happens here. Make sure to check out My Stars Entwined on Amazon. You're going to love this, guys. Check it out. Read some great science fiction today in the description. Available on ebook, print, and audio.